Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Kiv, and today we actually may have found out why Halo Infinite is in such a sorry state. I mean, you really don't have to be a Sherlock Holmes to be able to kind of put together that the game had a really rough development. That's a very well-established fact, and it's something that I have tried to help point out to people on my channel through repeated videos of what Halo Infinite's development was like behind the scenes and what we can actually see to explain why things are so bad. Because I do love Halo, and if you know what went wrong, you can make sure it doesn't happen again. So something new that I found out, and I have to give credit to Mint Blitz for noticing this first, is that Randall Thor had a guest on his podcast, Jez Corden. This person is a known leaker and was the person who made the initial leaks for Halo Infinite's Battle Royale. So he's a pretty trusted source, and he's well accustomed with many different devs from 343. Now, this person, Jez Corden, has heard from down the grapevine of different developers that one of the main reasons for Halo Infinite being so far behind where it should be is because of the previous studio head, Chris Lee. For those of you who don't recognize the name, this is the guy who was the previous head of the 343 game studio before Joe Staten. He actually left the studio about a year before the game was even released. This is why when I made my video about #Fire343, I said we need to make sure we hold the right people accountable and not your everyday developer that's just trying to get the game to bloody work. According to what Jez Corden has heard from different developers, one of the main reasons why Halo Infinite was so far behind schedule is because Chris Lee wasn't communicating anything properly with people who were above him and also the different members of the 343 team. So apparently, Chris Lee was making promises and kind of suggesting that the game was ready enough to be released, and obviously it was not, because the 2020 reveal trailer proved that, and the game was delayed. But this isn't the first time that we had seen his involvement cause that kind of a problem, because he was also a very big part of the MCC and Halo 5's initial release. And if you know anything at all about the state of those games when they came out, you'll understand that that makes complete sense. The reason why I believe this is very simple. It matches with exactly what we've heard from other developers at 343. I made a video about it a couple of months ago, but people have described the process for making Halo Infinite as having 5 different development teams making 5 different games and competing for resources. And to me, that all stems from a lack of communication. So we have a key member of 343 who was associated with repeated games launching in bad states, not being stable, having a literal crap ton of issues, and we were starting to see the same thing happen to Halo Infinite under his watch, which is why I find all of this so frustrating, because the people who are there right now trying their absolute heart out to get the game to where it needs to be, they are the ones copping all the hate. This guy's pissed off ages ago and has been living the high life. I'm frustrated as well. I understand where all of you are coming from, and from the comments on my last couple videos about the state of the game, and it is really depressing. Is this acceptable? No, but are the people in charge right now responsible for that? I'd say for the most part, no, and I think it comes down to what I was saying at the end of my Fire 343 video, holding the right people accountable. And from what Jez was saying in this recent podcast, I think that is extremely important for people like Chris Lee and Bonnie Ross. So that's pretty much what I wanted to go through today, and like I said in a previous video, I will probably start to cover other games and content that I'm interested in, because Halo Infinite is kind of taking a bit of a back seat for me while I wait for things to get to a better state. So if you found this video informative, then let me know, and let me know what you all think about this in the comment section down below. But that's just about it from me, everyone. I've been Kiv, and I'll see you all on the next one.